One of the things we're going to be looking at is the UK automobile industry, which has broadly welcomed the deal as a positive step. The best bit about the deal for car companies is the 21-month transition period, which gives them time for damage limitation. But industry representatives did reiterate the need for frictionless trade in order to keep delivery of European car parts flowing. The boss of Rolls-Royce has said that the proposed deal is better than no deal. CEO Warren East told the BBC that the UK was running out of time. The firm has said it would continue to stockpile parts to prepare for possible border disruption. Ellen Gainsford tells us more about the industry's reaction.
With a draft Brexit deal on the table, the UK's automotive industry can breathe a small sigh of relief. If the agreement is put in place, companies would have until the end of 2021 before any new international trading rules would come into effect. But after months of uncertainty, many firms still plan to move some operations outside of the UK to help Brexit-proof their businesses.
Our plans are to expand outside of the UK so that we don't have all our eggs in the Brexit land basket. We've set up a company, Goodfish Slovakia, with an office in Bratislava, so that we can look for strategic partnerships and acquisitions in Central and Eastern Europe.
Potential problems for auto manufacturers after Brexit include border delays. Additional customs and security measures could raise costs and slow production. Around 45% of the cars made in Britain are exported to the European Union. A hard border would disrupt this supply chain. Car manufacturers could also be hit by rules of origin requirements, meaning British vehicles may be hit by tariffs if they don't manage to find more of their components within the UK. At the moment, over 50% of the parts going into British cars are produced elsewhere, and domestic alternatives aren't always available. With the fine details on the UK's future relationship with the EU still to be hammered out, manufacturers are hoping for some clarity in the coming months.
So now let's take a look at the markets and the rollercoaster ride of the pound over the last few days. So the pound did take a battering overnight in Asia trading, but has emerged this morning holding steady. It had its worst day in 2 years on Thursday, falling against the dollar to 1.2726. Now it has rallied slightly, just about staying afloat at 1.2795. And major European markets opened higher, with the FTSE 100 and the CAC 40 both up by over 0.5%. The DAX, meanwhile, we're still waiting on news from that. Asia markets are mostly in the green, despite the ongoing trade war between the US and China. Japan's Nikkei was down by over 0.5%. The Hong Kong Hang Seng Index just hovering over the flat line and rallying after earlier losses. The Shanghai Composite and Kospi stayed in the green. Shanghai just shy of 0.5% and Kospi up 0.1%. Now let's take a look at the business headlines. Coca-Cola has been hit with a corporate fraud complaint. Jose Antonio Del Valle, a Mexican entrepreneur, is seeking $345 million in damages. Del Valle launched his own drinks brand, Go Gabba, and in 2017 discussed a commercial partnership with Coca-Cola on the agreement that Coca-Cola wouldn't distribute any drinks similar to Go Gabba for at least 30 months afterwards. Del Valle is now claiming that Coca-Cola breached that deal, and the Mexico City prosecutor's office could be in agreement, having found that Coca-Cola should pay Del Valle almost the entire amount, $344.5 million. Ford is turning to outside investors to press the accelerator on its driverless technology arm. The automaker is in talks with rivals about pooling billions of dollars of investment in autonomous vehicles, a move which should reassure investors who see little immediate gain in the industry. The group has said it plans to invest a total of $4 billion in self-driving technology through 2023, and that it wants to begin selling its driverless cars by 2021. Japan Airlines is introducing a new breathalyzer system at overseas airports. This comes after one of its pilots was arrested at Heathrow Airport after a test showed he was 9 times over the legal alcohol limit. This is the 19th time this has happened since August 2017. The company is also introducing harsher penalties for crew members breaking the rules. And singer Beyoncé has bought out her business partner, Sir Philip Green, from Ivy Park, the clothing label they founded together. Sir Philip, chairman of UK high street retail company Arcadia Group, was accused of sexual harassment and then tried to gag the media on the story. Queen Bee, as she's known by her fans, has bought out the tycoon's 50% share in the business after pressure from her fans to cut ties. And that wraps up the business news for you.
All right, thank you very much, Catherine Bennett, and she'll be